Africa's $43 billion export market to the United States has entered a critical countdown as the White House's July 24th tariff deadline arrives. Across the continent, export hubs and government ministries are bracing for major disruptions to transatlantic trade following months of volatile trade policy in Washington. The current crisis traces back to an emergency tariff introduced last year, while the United States Supreme Court struck down earlier emergency duties in February, forcing the administration to refund billions in collected import taxes. Washington quickly enacted a replacement 10% global tariff set to expire this Thursday, July 24th. With the temporary measure expiring today, African exporters face immediate exposure to new unilateral duty hikes. The scale of potential exposure across the continent is substantial. Data from the Office of the United States Trade Representatives show that total bilateral trade reached $83.4 billion last year, with African nations shipping $43 billion in crude energy, manufactured vehicles, agricultural produce, and critical minerals to American ports. South Africa remains the continent's largest single supplier, followed by energy exporters including Nigeria and Angola, alongside manufacturing hubs in Kenya, Ghana, and Cote d'Ivoire. However, South African exporters face added pressure due to an active United States forced labor investigation that could slap an additional 12.5% tariff on key industrial exports. With the July 24th deadline passing without a continent-wide agreement, uncertainty over the long-term future of the African Growth and Opportunity Act has reached a tipping point. Although legislative extensions kept duty-free access active through December, the threat of snapback tariff has forced African economies to look elsewhere. In response, competing global powers are moving aggressively. China has now eliminated tariffs for 53 African nations, while European leaders are rapidly renegotiating trade deals to secure strategic African supply chains. As the deadline approaches, decisions made in Washington over the coming days will reshape regional trade for years to come. The standoff highlights the urgent need for African economies to deepen internal trade under the African Continental Free Trade Area, reducing vulnerability to shifting policies abroad. I am Otaria Benjamin, reporting with clarity on the issues that impact our continent. This is Media Room Africa.